Hello, welcome ladies. Thank you so much for being here. I am so super excited that you've decided to join me and all the other women on this journey. You're going to get so much value from this, I promise you. I would just wanted to give you a really warm welcome and to say that this is a really supportive, safe environment, and you're going to be taking on this amazing journey. So I just decided to record this in my meditation room because I think it symbolizes what you are embarking on. It's going to be a really wonderful journey of awareness, not just about nutrition and the role that nutrition plays in you and about making better choices, but also about yourself and bringing more awareness to how your relationships are, for example, or the way you interact in life in general, how you are as a person. And I think you're really going to love this and you're going to get so much out of it. And all I ask for you is to be open-minded about this journey and to just let it unfold itself and just take on the tools that I give you and that you come across within this program so that you can make the absolute most of it. So the more you do, the more you will get out of it. That's the general rule in life, I guess. The more you practice or the more you adapt to your changing circumstances, you will get a lot more out of it. And I'm here the whole time for you to reach out to. If you've got any kind of questions or queries, we will be doing live Q&As every single week where you can bring your questions and I will answer them. And if there's anything more pressing that you want to ask me, then of course you're welcome to email me. And I want to create a really trusting relationship while you're on this program. Okay, so what you will be getting from this is, of course, lots of recipes and menus and a lot of nutritional tips and benefits that is probably what you're expecting to get from a nutrition program. But what I'd like to tell you is you'll get a whole lot more. What previous clients have said is they came in because they thought, okay, I think she can help me with nutrition, but what I've got is actually a lot more and I didn't realize at all. So they have been able to increase their confidence, for example, their self-esteem, relationships with their children and spouses, because this is a very holistic approach to well-being. It's not just looking at one aspect, which is nutrition, but we will be diving into lifestyle, mindset work, a lot of mindset work, which is really key into understanding why you're making some of the choices that you may be making. It could be to do with suppressed emotions from a long time ago that haven't been processed. So I will help you bring this to the surface, and you don't necessarily even need to tell me what these issues are, but you will be working on them within yourself throughout the program and hopefully beyond as well. This is just the beginning for you. The 3-month program is a beginning for you to start understanding what's actually going on within yourself and to help you do more inner work, so that once this program has ended, you continue to do this work and bring more awareness to yourself. So we will be talking about self-love, self-care, more confidence, self-respect, all these aspects that we may have long ago let go of because of whatever has happened in our childhood, for example, or our earlier life. So being kind to yourself and taking care of yourself is going to be key, a key concept within this journey that you're taking. And being kind to yourself, I think a lot of us can relate when we say that we put other people first, we don't take care of ourselves. The last person on the list is usually ourselves. We've got our children, our parents, or our spouses that we think love means looking after them first. But actually, love is if we are full within ourselves and we are taking care of ourselves, we can give out so much more from a really good whole place. And that's what I wish for you, because I have gone on a similar journey. And I have learned how to do this for myself. I have qualifications as well in nutritional therapy, where I've learned a lot of techniques, and I've gone through a journey that many of you are going to embark on. So through that, I know that all of this is possible. If you had asked me a few years ago whether I would be in a place I am now, I would have said, I cannot even imagine it, because I hadn't done the work. And the inner work is really, really important, to focus on yourself and understand when things happen, what is happening within me, and why am I making these choices? Why am I saying these things to somebody else? Why am I doing this to myself? Why am I eating something when I really know that's not good for me? It's just one small part of it. That choice that you make there actually has a much deeper impact on your life than you may even realize. So I just want to tell you a little bit about myself and how I got to studying nutrition and how I'm practicing nutritional therapy. A number of years ago, I feel like I must have hit perimenopause. It was in my very early 40s. I suddenly had weight gain around the middle, bloating, and also a lot of emotional upsets were happening in my life. So I was in a place where my personal life was kind of falling to pieces. I was separating from my family. I expected my children to come with me, and this didn't happen. So I found myself living on my own and crumbling literally to pieces. But I knew there was another way. I knew that none of this could be in vain. So while I was on the floor, I could be crying. During that time, there was a lot of, I think I went into depression. I did go and see the doctors. I went through a few sessions of counseling, which really didn't sit that well with me. It wasn't aligned with my beliefs. So I stopped that after a few sessions. And to be honest, I can't remember if I was offered antidepressants, but I know now 2/3 of the women that go to the doctors to say, I'm feeling really low, are actually offered antidepressants. And when you're in that state, all you want is something to help you. And it's so often women will just say, yes, okay, I'll take them. If it's going to make me feel better, I will take them. For me, intuitively, I knew I didn't want to take antidepressants, because I always felt there must be something deeper going on and I want to work through it. I don't want to suppress my emotions and take some medication. That had been the underlying feeling I had always had. I didn't really want to take painkillers. I didn't want to take something like a pill to make me feel better throughout my life. And so while I was in this position, kind of crumbling on the floor, I would pick myself up and I would go and make myself an amazing plate of food, which sounds bizarre because I don't really know very many people that would do that. But I promised you, this is what I did. And I intuitively knew that this was a form of self-care for me, that by looking after myself, by the way I eat, somehow I can still say to myself that I care for myself enough to do this for me. So I would do that, and then I got very heavily involved with doing a lot of yoga. So I would do quite a few hours of yoga a day, and this would keep my head above water. For the first year, I hardly saw anybody. This is what I did. I managed to eat well somehow, and I carried on with my hours of yoga that I would be doing. And I went to work and I put on a brave face. So while I was doing this, I noticed I started feeling better. I had terrible acne that broke out at that time, and my acne started to improve. I had scars all over my face that my confidence went. Now I realize that could have been a perimenopausal symptom. At the time, I didn't know at all. And with all these changes happening, also I was working in IT, which I knew was never ever my passion. I'd been working in it for 20 years and I was desperate to find that passion. So I remember being in my meditation room, similar to this, it was a different room, being in my meditation room and just asking for guidance and saying, I know there's a passion within me. You know, all these things are happening around me and my kids are not with me, but there must be something that I was put on this earth to do. And I let go of it. I just set the intention and I let go of it. And I really believed in setting an intention and allowing whatever comes to come to me. And that I believe would be an inspired thought, rather than if I struggle, like, okay, what is this passion? What do I have to do? Because I'd been doing that for a number of years before and never got the answer. So I just set it and let go of it. And within a few days, it just came to me that nutrition had always been there throughout my life. As much as I loved yoga, I knew yoga and becoming a yoga teacher wasn't my path. But the changes I had seen in me through eating really well, it had started to improve my mood. It had started to improve the way I felt about myself. Along with this, I was doing inner work, obviously, but it gave me the want and the inclination and the desire to help myself. So, and I really believe it was mainly the nutrition that helped me do this. So that's when I thought, if I can do this for myself, I want to be able to help other women do this. I think it's really, really important. These are things that we don't talk about. When I was depressed, I couldn't reach out to anybody really. I couldn't even tell my friends that I was feeling depressed. They knew that I was feeling down and not in a good place, but I couldn't really explain to them the depths of despair that I was in. So if I could do this through doing the inner work and looking after my body from a nutritional perspective and doing the exercise, I started to go running. I had amazing Knoll Park right opposite my flat. And at the weekends I would go running. So exercise also was really important. All these different aspects started to make me feel better about myself. And so then I went online. I looked up a college, the first one that came to me. I did not do hours and hours of research into which was the best one. I just followed this line of thought that, okay, I want to do nutrition, look it up, found something, but trust in myself that that was what I was being guided towards doing, and then go ahead, enroll and start it. And then the rest is history. I went to study for 3 years and now I'm a nutritional therapist, helping people with the things that I really struggled with during that time. So you don't have to take years the way I did to understand it. And I think it was all a process for me. I needed to go through those years to really understand and really work on myself so I could deliver something potent and powerful to women going through something similar and start you on this amazing journey of self-discovery. So again, I'm so happy that you're in on this course, on this program. It's more than a program, it's more than nutrition. You will get so much more from it. And I really, really hope you enjoy this along the way. I want this to be a joyful experience, not a hard, arduous one, but a really wonderful journey of learning about yourself. And then you can give so much of yourself to other people when you're doing this. So thank you so much for watching this welcome video, and I'm really, really looking forward to interacting with you in the coming weeks. Thank you.